Hi everybody. I'm sure you're all anxious to get back out here and get shooting again. It's been a long spring and we've already missed our first month outside, but I think we're finally ready to get back at it. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we're going to have to do things differently this year. The coaches have been working together and with the Metro Parks to develop a plan that helps keep everyone safe. We figured it'd be easier to explain this once on this video so you can review it over and over again if necessary, and we don't have to repeat it a million times over the coming weeks. Seriously though, it is very important that you watch this whole video so you know what to expect when you get to the range. Before we get into the new procedures, there are a few general things you need to know. First, everyone has to wear a mask. I know that's not going to be popular, but it's necessary. It doesn't have to be any particular kind of mask, but it does need to cover both your nose and mouth. Keep in mind, if you haven't tried it yet, a mask that fits tighter to your face will be easier to shoot with. We also have to observe social distancing, so please try to maintain a 6-foot distance from people who aren't your family members. While you will notice some new markings on the ground, we can't possibly mark off the entire field and observation area, so be aware of your surroundings. Next, no spectators will be allowed at the range. We have to allow as much space as possible for shooters, so your cheering section will have to stay at home. Of course, if you're a minor, you'll need to have a parent with you, but please keep it to just one adult. Also, individuals over 65 who are immunocompromised or have other COVID-19 risk factors should seriously consider not participating. We'll miss you for sure, but we'd rather have you around to join us later. Next, we'll no longer be supplying community coffee and water for everyone. We all know how hot it can get out here, so please make sure you bring some hydration for yourself. Finally, in order to maintain appropriate social distancing, we have to limit the number of archers who can shoot in a session. But in order to accommodate everybody, we'll add an afternoon or evening session during the week if necessary. To accomplish this, we have a reservation system on our website where you can reserve your space for a session. Go to crookedriverarchers.net and click the Events tab to reserve your space. Please only reserve one space per week so that everyone has an opportunity to shoot. And please understand that if you don't register, you may not be able to shoot.
Now that all of that is out of the way, let's move on to reviewing how things will work. When you arrive with your mask on, proceed to the check-in table. Since you've registered already, we'll collect your $5 and you can grab your scorecards and go set up your equipment. To keep contact with the targets down, the coaches will set up the field. That's right, you don't have to come late to avoid setup anymore. In fact, this process is going to be a lot of work for the coaches to manage as it is, so unfortunately, if you didn't register or you arrive after 9 a.m., you may not be able to shoot. The lines are a bit different this season. The line of posts is now going to be the coaching line. Coaches will stand just behind the posts while you're shooting and offer our usual array of advice, encouragement, and insults at a safe distance. The equipment line also serves as the waiting line now. Your bow should be placed just over the line, and you will have to wait behind it for your turn or for 3 whistles. With only 35 archers, there should be plenty of room. We'll be using the numbered posts that are about 8 feet apart as our shooting lanes. When you check in, we'll tell you what lane you are assigned, and you'll probably be sharing it with one other person, though only one of you will shoot at a time. The other archer will remain behind the waiting line, ready to shoot as soon as the other person comes off the line. Ready to shoot means bow in hand and watching the line, not busy chatting, eating, flirting, looking for bugs, or anything that would get you reprimanded for missing an end. When the end is over and you're walking to the target to score, again, watch your proximity to others. While scoring, make sure that you only touch your own clipboard, pencil, and arrows. The person calling arrows should be at the target while the other stands 6 feet away. The targets are 4 feet wide, so you can use them as a reference to help you judge the distance. When pulling arrows, only pull your own and try to avoid placing your hand on the target. Instead, use your elbow or shoulder to brace the target while pulling the arrow with both hands. If someone touches your equipment, use the sanitizing solution to clean it. When we're done shooting, the coaches will take the targets down and return them to the container. One set of cards will be turned in and clipboards and pencils will be returned to the designated area. Just like when we're down at the loft, we're going to need help from some volunteers to do chores this year. We need to sanitize everything with bleach solution at the end of every session, so we'll solicit those helpers while we're shooting.
So that's it. I know it's a lot different than we're used to, but we'll still be out here shooting and visiting, and for some of us, it'll be the first time we've done either of those in a long time. Don't forget to bring a mask, hand sanitizer, and something to drink. I know we can make this work if we all do our part and take it seriously. We either do these things or we don't shoot, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you Saturday.